What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Oh no, it's bad right now for Team Yardy. Stop it. My dad's half down bad right now, 100%. I ain't never watched Aljo before, yeah. It just so happens I was up early, so I saw it on Twitter, so I banged it on quick. And Aljo was, I think he was a heavy favourite. I saw the odds at, what was it? It was minus 200 or plus 180. What's that then? Yeah, so Aljo was a big favourite, I believe. Yeah, because you have to put $200 on to win 100 back, or you put 100 on to win 200 with. So it was good odds in Aljo's favour. Again, I wouldn't know Aljo from Adam, but you hear these ones, don't you? Oh, he's undefeated in nine fights, and to be honest, I never really liked. Listen, I love McGregor. I loved McGregor, but this guy, Sugar, he never really did it for me in the same way. Again, I've never watched him. I've never watched neither of these dudes yet, but I thought, okay, he got the pink hair. Yeah, the Yardie gonna get, you know what I mean? Again, bear in mind the hype. The hype was, yeah, do you know what I mean? He's not the best bantamweight of all time, all this kind of rah-rah. So I thought, why not? Yeah, why? It should go out, should go. The fight started off tentative. And what I can't understand about these wrestlers is they all seem to fall in love with their hands. It's really, and that ultimately proves that, well, not apart from Habib, yeah, and that's why Habib worked, because he stuck to his shtick. But a lot of these wrestlers, man, they forget you are a wrestler. Yeah, you roll on the floor. Don't be trying to make it make sense. But they get gas. Usman was the same way, as it happens. Usman, yeah, I'm big dog now. Oops. You know what I mean? You go in there as a real striker, you get your head kicked clean off, kind of thing. But then again, is it a case of, is striking moving on? In as much as, look at Edwards, even in the rematch, Edwards was able to negotiate the situation. This fight here, but Aljo weren't really trying to wrestle too much. He got caught, not shooting in. He got caught just wet. I mean, his technique as well. This is part of the reason I don't like UFC, yeah. These guys, their technique with the striking, man. Aljo like this. his hands are like, he's trying to put with his chin right in the air. Like he's running full with his, same as Aldo when he got caught by McGregor. This was actually the first thing I thought of long before. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon because the commentary team picked up on it, but long before the commentary mentioned it, I did think that looked like McGregor-esque. It was like, oh, bop, and that's what happens if you come. I'm sorry, yeah, the Yardie deserved to get what he got. End of the day, yeah, the Yardie got smoked on by a dude with pink hair. Wow, it's bad right now, 100%. This guy come. Listen, if you come running in with your chin looking up at the sky, what's he doing? Praying to God or something? What's that one? I don't understand it. Explain it to me, please. Where's the upside of running in with your chin in the air? If you're going to run in, at least keep your chin down. And that's actually what I think Volkanovski does well. Now, Volkanovski's a solid dude, yeah, but when Volkanovski's got like a little neck, and he does explode forward at times, but he don't do it like this. He kind of has his chin down. Like, who are training these guys? Who says, yeah, when you explode in, come do so with your chin in the air? It's really, really odd. Do you know what I'm saying? But to be fair to Aljo, he was very humble, like extremely, and he didn't lie. I actually thought this fight was stopped early for what it's worth. I did immediately. I thought, wait there a minute, at least because as it happened, Aljo, if you watch it carefully, he tried fighting off his back. He was actually trying to punch, but naturally he was getting lit up, and then he must have realised me trying to fight off the back ain't working. So he tried to get back to his feet, and he was just about to do so, and the referee jumped in. That's whack for me. Yeah, McGregor had an old thing, even though it's all fake news. McGregor said, "You go until it's over." Yeah, I can't do the voice, but you go until it's over. That's how it should be. Obviously, he weren't doing that. Although to be fair to McGregor, he does get stopped. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't try to politic too much. He gets stopped. He'll break his leg. He'll beg Nate to take his back. Do you know what I mean? He'll beg Habib to take his back. So he does go until it's over. He won't pull a Michael Bisping and go sleep, but that's what I was looking for here. Aljo was not knocked out. We've all seen people clipped, yeah, like Aldo, for example. Aldo was knocked out for sure. That fight needed to be stopped versus McGregor. This fight didn't need to be stopped. He's a long reigning champion, and it could have been the case because the last frame when the referee jumped in, Aljo was literally on his knees, and there was a good chance Sugar was just going to take his back. But why not? Why not allow that? You know what I mean? Allow it to be clean. But again, Aljo didn't complain. I would have complained. I thought it was early. I ain't gonna lie to you. Too early for me. It's the fight game, man. Yeah, he weren't knocked out. He weren't choked out. One of them, let the fight come to its own natural conclusion. I don't understand. He wasn't taking that much. Trust me, I've seen a lot of dudes take a lot more ground and pound. You can just look at Aljo's face. It's not like he'd been battered for 5 rounds, and it was inevitable kind of thing. This was a second round of a close fight, so the stoppage was whack. These referees just be doing too much. Do you know what I mean? Part of me thinks, wait a minute, is it one of them Eminem ones? Do you know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. Like, as Dana told him, because Dana loves all them, man. Dana loves, like, who is it? What's them corny dudes he be hanging out with? Some corny ass podcast. What's it called? Full Send is it Full Send? Yeah, some cool like bro, like, you know what I mean? Them ones there. So like what's his name? Sugar, Full Send, Dana, they've got this little thing, bro. They've got this little bro thing going on. So I don't know, man. It just seemed a bit early for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Let the guy go spark out either way. Like, what are we doing here? And the UFC, that's how the UFC was built. It wasn't built on dudes jumping in when they're still alive and kicking. Even Joe Rogan, even he said the same thing. So yeah, it was whack. The finish was whack. Again, I think there was a 95% chance Sugar was going to finish him properly anyway. I'm not saying, he got stopped. And no, Aljo was smoked for sure. But you know what I mean? Why have questions for? Why? I don't understand it. I don't see the upside there. This referee, it's always better to go a little later. Yeah, because all the grandmas who be crying about later, everyone forget about that. He let it go too long. Maybe. Do you know what I mean? Never mind. Do you know what I mean? You'll live. One of them ones. But this one, the making of great fights is built on stoppages, not like that, if that makes sense. Again, 90%, 95% sure Sugar was going to get it done, yeah? But that's what I'm saying. That 10% happens sometimes, where the guy gets back to his feet and it's all back on again. Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Annoying. Anyway, focusing on Sugar though, sublime striking. Yeah? Clean. Super clean. Whoop, pop. Yeah, but then again, like I said, when you got a guy running in, but it's not Sugar's fault. It's not Sugar's fault that Aljamain, who's supposed to be a wrestler, come running in with his chin in there. You can't blame Sugar for that. So you have to give Sugar credit. And he was the big underdog, so I give him credit for that as well. And he admitted, and he did look, I can't lie to you, I just caught a bit of the walkout, and he did look shook. He looked like, I thought this guy's had it. Again, I don't even know neither of them, but I thought all the hype about Aljo and the odds, I thought, yeah, he's going to get smoked for sure. But listen, he went in there, he was extremely calm in the corner, and I actually thought it was a front. I thought this guy fronting. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, after the first round, he was sitting there, his eyes were closed, he wasn't really breathing. I thought, yeah, this guy trying too hard to be deep. But fair play, he proved me wrong, because he went in there and ended up smoking on that dude. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing in Boston right now, they're smoking on the Yardie Pat. That's what I'm hearing, unfortunately. Yeah, my dad big mad right now, 100%. He going through it. Oh, stop. What else was there to say? Yeah. On that note about the striking improving, I mean, I've blamed Aljo for coming running in, but is it a case, again, I'm not a MMA expert here, but is it the case, potentially, that Sugar's feet were very clean? But I didn't even see, I think I maybe saw Aljo shoot once or twice. He wasn't really looking to shoot. He wasn't setting things up to shoot. So that implies it wasn't Sugar's magic footwork. Has the game changed suddenly and now strikers can evade wrestlers? Again, I'd like to have seen. I'm not even someone who likes people rolling on the floor yet, but know your place. Do you understand? You are a wrestler. You are not a striker. Clearly you're not. But not these guys you see. They're wrestlers, but they get And it proves to me that striking, particularly hands, it's not even really kick so much. Usman, these wrestlers fall in love with their hands, and that's how you know boxing is the real sport, because everyone want to strike. No one really want to roll on the floor. This is proof here, people. The fact a wrestler, all he want to do is strike, tells you that really wrestling's, I'm sorry to say it, but it's kind of fake in that sense. Yeah, people don't like, even kicking as well. Kicking and wrestling is not the real thing, because if it was, you'd just see dudes kicking and wrestling. Sorry, you wouldn't. But think about it. What would send a wrestler running forward with his chin in the air, trying to put his hands on people? There's something innate about boxing. Bottom line, not my opinion. That's what the evidence shows. Because if it wasn't something innate, built into a man, yeah, dudes who have been trained rationally to wrestle would just be trying to wrestle. That's why fair play to Ben Askren. Yeah, that's all he could do, and he worked. Well, it didn't really work, did it? Ben Askren's the first wrestler to be knocked spark out by a B-level striker. Masvidal, oh wow, it's bad for him right now. But yeah, fair play to Sugar. His stardom now is gonna go crazy. I'd have thought. It always does with these Eminem ones. You know what I mean? Like, it just does. Like, it hits. And if you look at the crowd is all Eminem. So it's like people, they want to watch them kind of things. So he'll go big now. I'm not sure who's in the division. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's in the division. 145. Volkanovski. I'd like to think Volkanovski will wash this dude for sure. Yeah, Volkanovski will wash him. And the reason I like Volkanovski, I don't not like Sugar. I just ain't seen him. I don't know. I haven't watched him, so I shouldn't really comment, but I'm going to comment. Has he won a fight that he's come back? Like, has he won a tough fight yet? Because for me, Volkanovski, looking back, it was a close one, but he beat Makhachev. You know what I mean? Going up in weight, and he beat him, in my opinion. So Volkanovski's solid. Proper solid. Sugar, okay, it's a bit like McGregor in that sense. I love McGregor, but these guys look good knocking people out who are running forward. What happens when they're in a fight? That's what I want to know. What happens when you ain't just knocking? What happens when a wrestler ain't just running forward with his chin in the air? Do you know what I mean? Can you get dug in? And the last thing I want to say, I mentioned about, what was it? I mentioned about is striking moving on. I'm trying to think. There was an example of who have you got? Volcano. I'm not sure. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Fair play to Sugar. Even though I don't know enough to rate him or not, but I'm happy for him, innit? Because that must be, to be a big underdog and to do that, it's really same as, well, we don't know where Sugar's going to go from here yet, but McGregor's peak for sure. I can tell you now, McGregor peaked, I think it was December 14th or 15th, 2015. Yeah, that's when he peaked. That Aldo KO was the peak of his career. Simple as that. He never got hotter than that. He might have made more money, but in terms of the sport, he peaked. And I just hope that Sugar ain't peak hit. But he seems more based than McGregor. McGregor doing the sniff, he doing the whiskey. He was drinking whiskey before the Khabib fight. He's just a bit of a clown, McGregor is. But MALLEY, from what I see, he's a bit zesty, but he ain't a complete muppet like McGregor. So hopefully he keeps based, keeps working on his craft, and yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. Fair play to the guy, enough respect, and I'll catch you, man, on the flip, 100%, no doubt.